Good morning. Happy May 1st, Monday. What are we going to accomplish today? It's probably going to be cool, knowing you. Woohoo! Cheers. We made it. Another day we woke up with nothing but possibilities. Yes. All right. I am Alex Austin. I'm going to meditate. And then into this meditation, I'm going to channel my spirit guides. What? And then I'm going to take all the healing energy of the Merkaba, put it into Gaia, and pulse it out. So it comes from, that healing energy comes from the universe and back to the universe. Anyways, yeah, let's see what happens. I'm gonna, if this is your first video, seeing what I do, cool, welcome. All right. I gotta have a few moments where I just space out, right? It's part of the whole deal. That's part of the package here. All right, that coffee was good. I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? That's a question. All right. No. Many penny on more, many penny on more, many penny on more, many penny on more. Greetings. We love you, we love you, we love you, we love you. It is good to be in your presence. It really is. Thank you for joining us and receiving this transmission. Are you starting to feel into more of who you are? If you do not see a change from your perspective from a child to now, you have a lot of growing to do. But if you've gone through some aha moments, mind-blowing aha moments lately, in the last few years, you're growing. Do you know these aha moments that we speak, these epiphanies? Have you felt like you've had an epiphany? It's a sign of growth and creativity and expanse. Expansion, rather. Expansion. You are expanding, just as this universe is. There's no denying the expansion of the universe, is there? Well, why would you deny the expansion of your consciousness? It is one and the same. As above, so below. The universe, your consciousness, you. It's all the same, just different levels. So reach now, in these new days, up into your higher versions of you. The higher versions of you. The version of you that's had so many epiphanies. And you're seeing the world differently. You are seeing opportunity and extravagant abundance everywhere you look in your life. You see how rich it truly is. If we are describing something you're feeling, if you're not there, that's fine. But if you're describing, if you feel this incredible gratitude for everything, that's going to unlock, let's call it like cheat codes in the universe. This massive gratitude. And you see that you are abundant. You see that when you thought the glass was half full, you were half paying attention. And then if you look around, you see, wow, how blessed you really are. There's so many blessings that escape us. You don't even realize. So it's fun to catch up on thanking the universe for all the blessings that we missed thanking the universe for. And when you are in the mental act of thanking the universe for the beauty it has served you, for the lessons it has served you, for the pleasures and pains it has served you, when you are thanking the universe for this, it creates it activates your heart chakra, heart-centered space. So now, go through your day with your heart chakra center open. It will carve any old ego pattern motives out of your viewpoint. You won't even remember the old motives that you used to have when you used to seek external validation and approval, or whatever it was your old patterns were. When you're in their heart-centered space, even if your ego tries to present a motive and say, let's see, if you were wanting approval, would you jump through hoops? Would you say things in a certain way with a certain spin to be assured that you get an approval of some kind, even if they could see through your motives and your goals and your words? You can shed this when you're in your heart-centered space. This doesn't even occur to you. We're just talking about one of the lovely things you can shed, these old patterns. And so now your intentions are pure in the heart-centered space. All you want to do is help. You just see family around you and you just want to help your fellow brothers and sisters in this universe. How can you be of service? How can you help? Is it time to share a smile? You are some of the most brave beings in this galaxy. Your mere presence is proof. here on this planet. Your presence is proof. You're a bunch of tough cookies to make it thus far. And this is nothing compared to who you are. You've done this countless times before, but this is different. See, we kind of see that the truth of time and space is boring because it's all here now in the present moment, and this ninth dimensional version of Alex, can perceive all of it at once as it is, without the illusion of your linear time. But that's what makes Earth so fun. It's like stepping on an amusement park ride, and all of a sudden you have the linear time perspective, and you can have a uneasy feeling about anticipating what can happen next. Will you get it right? Will you get it right? Will you fail? Will you get it right? Will you fail? You may have small failures or lessons, but no one is going to fail on the planet in the best sense of that. You are achieving expansion. You are writing out expansion. Some are writing out expansion, kicking and screaming, like they're being dragged from a horse or car. And it's scary. Their old world is crumbling. Some of you have seen your old world crumbling for some time and have been continuing to find solid footing all the while as the landscape changes, and you continue to observe the things about your reality and make your sense of it. Well, your entire planet is entering a field of energy which can be verified by your scientists right now. This energy is making changes within you. It's part of this expansion we're talking about. Part of this expansion is coming a new awareness. And so, in this message, we have been talking about achieving a heart-centered space. That is the direction you are going. And why? Because it's one of the most powerful ways to exist. Not just the most powerful way, but in the way that excites your inner self the most. You get to enjoy being the dreamer and the dream. The creator and the recipient, all at once. And you get to love every version of yourself from every different angle than in which you would exist. Because now if we go back to the truth of time and space, that exists beyond the illusion of what you perceive in linear time space. And you can feel into this truth in meditation anytime. When we talk about the truth, you are spread throughout time and space. This soul group that is you right now, that is hearing our voice, You have many incarnations, and throughout time and space. So you are many. And if we look at time in the reality, the time is all in this present moment. Everything that has ever happened, everything that will happen. And all those lifetimes, it's pretty heavy, pretty intense, right? Thus, pointing out the value of linear time experience, where you get to savor it and see it in moment by moment by moment by moment, instead of the entire explosion at once, and just analyze the colors and play amongst the explosion of time and space, which is what it looks like when we navigate time and space from our perspective. To see everything at once is to us, it's a little boring. We like your granular absorption of time and space, where you're absorbing it just moment by moment. It's just so beautiful. And then you are this eternal, infinite, powerful being in this human experience, having this linear experience. So know that you are not small. For thousands of years, there has been some misunderstandings that have been thoroughly entrenched in your planet's culture for thousands of years, where humans haven't really felt as free as they ought to. Let's change that. You are sovereign. You will have autonomy. These new paradigms you're going to be coming up with will give you all the freedom breathing room you truly require. Freedom is very precious. Your choice with what you do with your day or with your life or with anything. Your freedom to choose your path is sacred. The freedom to do so is sacred. Feel into your freedom. Just don't let anyone think you don't have 100% complete freedom at all times. You do continue to flex your freedom in newer, kinder, funner ways, until everyone can see how to flex their freedom and creativity and kindness as well as you do. Lead the pack, show the way, lead by example. Let's start this now, all that hear this. Lead by example. Pretty soon, the world is going to transform very quickly. And it is going to happen because of you. Because of your participation, your willingness to feel free as possible, free from your older paradigms, free from your older ways that you used to torture yourself mentally, free from that. And now you treat yourself like a best friend in your head, no longer like a tormentor, no longer mimicking the abusive voices that you heard in your youth. Your head is going to learn to no longer mimic the abusive language you heard in your youth. Your head is no longer going to mimic the abuse you heard growing up, okay? You are going to be your own best friend in your head from now on. If you want, if you so choose. It's just a suggestion. Be your own best friend in your head from now on. And coax yourself through all the self-care you need throughout the day, and all the tasks, and all the stop, wait, what does intuition say about this? And then use your sovereignty and your freedom to make your choice for what feels most aligned for you. Like we say, we are so proud of you. We hope this little perspective through the sliver of whatever, time and space, of hearing these sentiments, these messages, these ideas from us, if anything resonates, we hope you can capitalize and take the wave of this energy and leverage it to its best potential for yourself and those around you. Leverage every lifting vibe we can send to you through here right now. Leverage it for feeling better or whatever you want. Leverage this higher frequency for whatever you want to do. Like we were talking about, we want to practice living in the heart-centered space, being in the heart-centered space. And then what is really fun is when you get into action while you were in the heart-centered space. We guarantee your fellow humans are going to smile when they see you in action. We certainly are smiling from where we are, though we no longer have mouths. Our love for you is quite infinite. Our love for you has been burning for a long time. And we're happy to share that information with you now. Keep shining, keep shining. We'll keep cheering, we'll keep cheering. We love you, we love you, we love you, we love you. Oh, dude, oh my gosh, why are these channeling sessions getting longer? Like, oh. All the tears of joy, cleanup time. And you get like a meditation towel for all the tears of joy. Oh. Man, it's rough having all that bliss and joy and unconditional love blasting through me. It's just really, it sucks. It's like the worst part about this meditation technique that I've developed. Yeah, that's my biggest complaint is all the joy, all the crying, tears of joy. I kid. That was cool, man. That was cool. Yeah, wow. Okay, so takeaway. So they're talking about heart-centered space, how to get there, and that if you kind of dwell in that, like old ways, old ego ways kind of melt away, and new funner ways basically, you just start playing. You know, you don't even think about your old baggage. You're like, okay, I can have some fun here. I've got some ideas. And it can help people. Let's just jump in. And you're not even thinking about the old BS that you used to think about. That's okay. I think that's my little summary, wrap up takeaway of that channeling. so many times I don't feel like I can even do that after, because I'm like, what was that? You know, I feel a little loopy or whatever. But, and it's like, you know, a lot of times when I'm absorbing so much, like, there are times where, like, if my face was a computer screen, like, it would just be a flashing cursor of, like, what's available to think any further. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh, dude, like, I want to tap out. I'm like, I can't even deal anymore. You know, it's just too much information. I need a nap. I need to go walk. I need to play Pac-Man. You know, something. Mrs. Pac-Man. Sorry, not Pac-Man. It's always Mrs. Pac-Man. Dude, it's Monday. We have a whole week ahead of us. We have a whole month ahead of us. It's May. Stuff's gonna happen probably. I have a good feeling about May. All right. And I am super intuitive, so you should totally listen to me. So, but I feel a good feeling about May. I hope it's good for you. Hey, if you got a question for my guides, throw it in the comments. If you want to learn more about my meditation, read my blog notes, anything, go to alexaustincomics.com. Hey, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you today. May your day rock. Late.